Hey everybody, Jacob with Scooters Lawn Care. Made a video last night and this one's going to be a little shaky, but I got to do a follow-up. So I said stick true to your policies, your prices. Perfect example what we did yesterday. We took a policy that we have, we do 50% down. It doesn't matter if there's material or not. We do 50% down on anything over $1,000. That's to secure the project, to lock it in, a show of good faith. And it just is, it is what it is. It's how we've always done it. The customer was not happy with this, and he was a new customer. So I always try to oblige the customer the best we can. So even though this is a policy, we also have a newer policy for projects over $10,000 where we do a third on signing with us, and then to get it on the schedule. And then we do a third on walking on the site, and then we do a third when we walk off. And so that's over $10,000. So he wasn't happy with the 50% down, and then I offered him this. Now I know that's a bend to the rules, but being the owner of the company, I can make this decision on the fly if I want to do that, because really at first when I talked to this guy, I really thought he was going to be a good guy to work with. And I always try to be as appeasing to people as possible, because I get it if someone's got some scarcity in what's going on. So the lesson of this story: dot your I's and cross your T's. He came onto our Facebook. He personally attacked our Scooters Lawn Care Florida Facebook, and on one of our now hiring things, he tried to post about how we're not a licensed business. So we gave him our document number for our foreign corporation. And then so he said, well, that's not a document number for your actual Cape Coral business license for your tax number. And so while I don't have my form anymore, I know I filed it, I called the city of Cape Coral. I said, hey, I need this number. I also want this document remailed to my house because it appears I've lost it. I get that number. By the time I try to post this, or I try to have my wife respond, because you want to be really transparent. I'm not ever going to start a fight with a customer, so I'm not arguing. But if someone's going to say that we're illegitimately operating, I want to be able to tell them, no, we're not. Here's our proof. We also carry liability insurance, $1 million liability insurance, workman's comp on all of our employees. This is why I think it's so important to operate as legal and as to the T business as possible. Because he came on and he made these comments, and it was flat out rude. If anybody wants to take a look, they're still there. It's under our new now hiring ad in Facebook of Florida. And just to kind of see what can happen, what people can do to you. Because even though he said he was upset about our prices, when I talked to him in person, he said he acted like everything was fine. There's huge ficus rows at his house.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Nicholas Parkway East.
But they were the length of his house on both sides, and they're 20 foot tall, and he wants them lowered to head high. And I priced really high for that, because that's going to be a ton of work. It's not a desirable thing. I said $1,800. It's going to take 2 guys, a bunch of disposal, 3 guys, 2 days just to do this. And he was originally really okay with this stuff. He just wasn't okay with our policies. So guys, have your policies, stick to them. This was a great lesson, and don't bend your rules, because when you try to help someone out, and you're bending a policy. If you have to bend a policy, it's probably a good sign that it's not going to work out anyway. Second rule: run a legitimate business, get your license, be licensed, be insured, and then when someone attacks you, be able to give them the information so they can see. And he ended up making like I said, the last comment about us being a legal business operating here. He must have found the information, because he deleted that comment. It's just sad, guys. And you're going to see crazy stuff. So if you're a new business owner, you got to really realize, don't just be like, oh, I can wing it. Think about the worst thing that could happen. Think about the worst customer problem. Think about how bad someone could have you work. I don't care if there's no material on a project. You go do 5 days of labor and they short you on that. Man, guys, I just want you to have the best of luck. I don't want anybody to get stiffed. Get some money down.
Turn left onto Nicholas Parkway East.
Guys, go out and kill it. 2018 is going to be great. Even if you're fighting through one of these situations, just shake your head and move on, guys. You're better.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Cultural Park Boulevard.
Guys.